Let's not be shy about it. If you put a man rabbit with his dingley-doo into a cage with a lady rabbit who hasn't got a winkle, 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 wiggle, then you get the Crow Show with your host.
An Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman. And I think an Australian as well.
So,
sit back,
relax,
and enjoy.
Good to go whenever. I just been shooting the shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like, dude, it was so fucking weird, because I was down there, and, like, the second, or I think it was the second or the first night, I was in my hotel, and it was a Hyatt, too. So this is, like, a more high-end scale. Hotel. Yeah, it's a good hotel. And I'm sleeping there, and it's like, I don't know, for some reason in Florida, as soon as it gets to nighttime, it's like my daytime system just goes back to normal. It's like 11, 12 o'clock at night, I'm falling asleep. You know, yep. It's just super hot. It just puts me in a rhythm, I think. And
that's what it is, that humidity.
Yeah. So I'm falling asleep, and then I hear dogs barking. Just woof, woof. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's right next door to me, and you know how you have those doors that have the double door where you could attach rooms and stuff?
No, you had one of those connected rooms? That's the worst.
That was so terrible. And I'm just waiting for the dogs to fall asleep. I'm like, okay, I can't sleep. Dogs are whining, barking in room next door, and it had to be at least 3 of them because it sounded like 3 different dog barks.
I had the same problem when we went to Orlando.
Really?
Yeah, but we had, like, it was specifically a pet room that we asked for, so that's why they gave it to us. But It had the same thing. It had the connected doors, and there was, like, fucking 3 dogs in the room next to us.
Why would you
I just assumed it was a family of dogs. I never saw the people.
Just dogs around. Dogs.
Yeah, it's those dogs from the poker game. In that
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, they went down there. They wanted to go to Universal.
Yeah, I guess, Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because we're at La Quinta, and that's usually a pretty decent hotel as well.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's why we go there.
Yeah. It's a pretty good price.
Well, they do a good military and veterans discount, if you didn't know. You can get a...
Really?
Like, we have a pet, so we have to get a pet room when we travel with her. But if it's just me and the wife, you can get a suite for almost, I think, the same price as a regular room.
Hot damn.
Yeah, we usually get a suite when it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah, why not?
It's just nicer, Why not? Same price, and we get a couch to sit on and watch TV instead of laying in bed.
Exactly. You don't want to... Another thing is, if you can afford it, you don't really want to sit on your bed and watch TV, because then that actually kind of... I heard that somewhere, and it's kind of true. It keeps you from falling asleep because you're in the same place as your activity center. It makes it kind of harder for you to go to sleep. Because
that, and it's terrible for your back.
Yeah.
That's I have had no back pain since I got everything taken care of, but I no longer sit on my bed to watch TV and do homework and stuff. Like that was my main place. Like I'd come home, I'd sit on the bed because that's all we have in the bedroom. And my kid monopolizes the living room, and there's nowhere else to go. So if I need peace and quiet to work on homework, or if I want to watch TV, it's my bed.
No,
when my back was out, I moved an armchair in here, and I just decided, fuck it, the armchair stays. I'm not sitting on that bed anymore.
Yeah, you should.
And I've had 0 back pain in like 3 weeks now.
Hey, that's good. Good for you, man. That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm mobile again.
Yeah.
Until my physical therapist made me do squats on Tuesday.
Oh, well.
You have no idea how out of shape you fucking are until somebody makes you do fucking squats.
Did he have you do the duck walk?
Well, no, because that doesn't help with your back. The squats are helping to strengthen my legs and my hip. But they fucking suck. You don't realize how out of shape you are until you do like fucking 3 sets of squats, and you wake up the next morning and you can't fucking stand up because your muscles hurt so bad.
Yeah, I know what you mean, dude.
Holy shit. I am out of shape.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is too. You know, like even going down the floor, just driving down there, my back, it hurts. You know, going down there, and I've kind of,
man. Long
I've kind
car
of made
rides
it.
fucking suck if you have back problems.
It does, and I kind of made it better because I got one of those seats that's those thermopedic cushion type things. You know, they're really basically just a foam. You know,
Oh, like the seat cover thing, right? With
Yeah,
like the memory
yeah.
foam.
And sometimes I'll sit on it, but most of the time I actually leaned it up, against the seat, and I let my back, put the, where the curvature of my back goes into it.
Yep.
So it kind of cups my upper half in a sense on my back, and keeps me sitting up straight for a longer period of time. And then it's like, I don't have hardly any pain. I mean, I do have some pain in it eventually.
I know exactly what you mean. I have something like that where it's plush, memory foamy, like that. It just looks like a chair back from like a desk chair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's memory foam.
Yep.
So I had that, and it felt so much better going down there. But when I'm playing with my kid, after a while, she's like, "Well, do this and do this with me, Daddy." I'm like, "I don't think I can go in there." We're at a kids museum, and I got to like climb up this, this little weird triangular ladder.
Because I used to do
it's
all
inside
that
of a
shit with my
net.
kid.
And I'm like, I don't think I can fit in there. My back is, pain from playing
I know
all day.
exactly what you mean, man. Like the last couple of years, my kids just come to understand that. Sorry, man, Dad's too old for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, another year or two, if we can find a paintball field somewhere, I'll take him paintball and I'll run around and do that shit. But by God, I'm not getting out of bed the next day. I know that much.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I had some of that. So, I mean, we played a lot of different things. But she wasn't expecting me to go out and, do some kind of extreme sport or anything. I did get her a bike, though. So I got her, the first time I was able to buy her a bike, because my ex, she went out and got her a bike. But when she got her bike, she got a bike with a freaking bent wheel in the front and a brake handle that's like sticking out 6 inches. And my little girl's hands can't even like squeeze that together. I'm like, what? And so she's trying to ride this bike and the wheel's bent. The wheel's cupped in a bent way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's not on there crooked. The rim itself is bent.
Yeah, the whole rim. So it's like wobbles back and forth every time she rides. And she's like, well, she can kind of do it. I'm like, oh, it's like I just want to like facepalm the whole time. I'm thinking,
God. Why would you not bring that back? Be like, hey, this shit's bent.
Well, she got it at some, I don't know, some discount place or something like that. But she's not, my ex isn't really great for eyeing things up for detail. So, yeah. But anyways, I mean, the thought, I guess, counts. But, I was like, you know what?
That was like our Easter gift for my kid. It's the thought that counts.
I'm like, I'll get her a bike.
I expertly picked him out a bike.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I used to build the bikes at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I eyed it up. I had my wife sit on it because she's the same fucking height as my kid.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. My wife's 4'10", my kid's about the same height.
Yeah.
So I had her sit on it. We adjusted the seat, made sure she could touch the pedals. He won't fucking ride the thing. It's too big, is what he says. Like, damn, that's what your mom says too. Come on, nothing. That was good. I thought that was gold. No, but he won't ride the fucking bike because he says it's too big. Like, come on, man. All you gotta do is lean over a little and put your foot down. I'm like, it's a normal size bike for a kid your size. Because you know what? It's gonna get you through until you get a goddamn car.
Well, I mean, we were at the store too, and my ex was complaining. Like, she's like, "Oh, this is this is too small for her. And I'm like, no, she likes it, and this is good. And so we had this other attendant with us because when you're in Florida, I mean, everybody's coming up to bug you about something. So he's like, oh, well, we can move this and we can move that. And as soon as he was saying it, I was thinking that. I'm like, well, you just push the handlebars. Okay, then, yeah, push the handlebar back, lift the seat up a little bit, make it a little more comfortable for her. Because all you got to do is, like, use a little hex, some hex keys, push the handle, tilt the handlebars back.
So you tell me your wife's buying a bike based on the just stock settings of when you buy it. She doesn't realize that the handlebars move back and forth, up and down, so does the seat.
I'll tell you a secret.
Or ex-wife, sorry. I said wife.
I think people down south in the Florida area, I think the heat gets to their brain, it melts it. So I don't think that they think that accurately, because before when I knew her and she was up here, she was like sharp, but I don't know. It feels like when you go south, things upstairs go south too. Because
a lot of my wife's family is from Florida. And maybe right.
I just see it when I was there. There were so many things that went wrong that I had to constantly call back to make sure they got things right. That almost nothing ever went right when I was living there. And it just irked the hell out of me. I'm like, can't somebody get something right here? I just don't.
I think my favorite mother-in-law is the only smart person. Well, I don't want to say the only smart person from Florida I know, because she's not from Florida. She's a transplant.
Yeah, most of them do.
But she's probably like the most put together person I know from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's the only one that we can talk to, and like, she'll argue with people about shit. She'll fucking, she'll make sure things get done right. She runs a fucking tight ship at home.
Yeah, and the weird thing is too, when I'm there too, like anytime I'm there, just this past time I was down there too, I was trying to think about what I wanted to do next, and I couldn't even think of anything. I'm like, brain, fucking work. Why can't I think down here? What is wrong with this fuck? I can't think when I'm down here. I don't know. Maybe just
your brain just gets baked being out in the sun down there.
I think that could be true because like it's just so hot.
It's just something about a dick-shaped state. That's all it is.
I guess.
Getting mind fucked by the dick of Florida. I assume this is the show now.
Oh yeah, we've been in it for a while. But dude, the very next night, I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna read through this, let the dogs die out, and just try to be quiet as a mouse, so maybe they'll shut up, and hopefully everything else is quiet. And he eventually did. And it was like 1 a.m, so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go to sleep. The very next night, somebody else on my other side goes to bed with their TV just blaring loud, and it just reminded me of when I was younger, and if I stayed over at my grandparents' house or something like that, my grandpa would have the TV up as loud as fucking possible because he was deaf.
Yep.
Or working on it. And,
that's why.
I know. And I'm thinking, I've got a whole day ahead of me that I want to spend with my daughter. I want to be able to be awake and happy, but this is going to make me grumpy and angry. And so,
I done went to the front desk, man. I've been moved to a better room for less.
I went, I banged on the door. I called up them. I said, hey, there's a lot of noise next door to me. They made like one call because you could hear it through the wall, apparently.
Yeah.
And then, still, TV's up loud. I go down there again. I'm like, nothing's happened. Like, nobody's done anything about it. And the guy is just so nervous. He looks like he's just going to run away from me just from the look in my face. And I'm like,
confrontation?
I know.
My stars.
I said, I want a refund. This is bull. Like, nothing's happening. These people are still loud as possible. He's like, okay, well, we can't go into their room because, we're not allowed to. We have to call the police, but the police are everywhere. So he's like, the police will come down. They'll take care of it. They go bang on the room, and it's already like 4 a.m,
Yeah.
and I'm still awake, and it's like as soon as it hits 4 a.m, I don't go back to sleep. I just stay up.
Yep.
It's like at that time, like your circadian rhythm or whatever that is, your REM sleep is gone. Doesn't come back. So I'm like so pissed off. The next morning they start banging on my wall because they're pissed off at me for
Right.
me being pissed off at them
because you wanted to get some fucking sleep and they were being dicks.
Yeah, because logic, apparently. And so then I go downstairs, and the same guy that greeted me initially when I came through there, he's like, "Hey, how you doing? How's the room? How's everything going?" And I was going to say something to him, but I just like made some kind of sound, like a grunt. It's like all I could think of, and that's all that came out of my mouth. I'm like, "Oh, I guess that fits." And I just went back to the room to go to sleep. So like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
So.
See, I would have been like, oh, it fucking sucks, man.
I was too tired. Like, my brain and my thought process were just not there to even know what to say.
I'm the opposite. The more tired or the more hungry I am, I'm the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Only I get hungry and I snap at people who don't deserve it.
You get hangry pretty easily.
Yeah, exactly. But nah, man, like after something like that, I would have been like, "Oh, bro, you don't even understand."
So, I think they did comp my room because I saw the bill and it was there, but now I don't see it there. But I'm gonna check in a few days, see if it comes back. But because the guy was like, "Oh well, they could take care of you. They could give you one extra free night or something." Like, and I'm just too tired, and I'm just losing my mind. So I don't know. When people see me angry, they just get out of my way. They don't even question. They just move.
I don't have a problem complaining if something's legitimately fucking wrong. Like, I won't complain about arbitrary things. Like if I wanted a steak cooked medium and it was overcooked or a little bit undercooked. Like I've definitely not paid for meals because I've had a steak that was just fucking raw. Like this shit is purple. I'm like,
it's not just raw; it's gone bad.
Like, yeah, that's what color I want my tuna. I don't want my fucking steak to look like that.
Yeah.
And the second time it came back, it was just as bad. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. By the time the waitress came back, I hadn't touched my meal. I'd like eaten the rest of the appetizer and some of my wife's sides. Ate my side salad. Fucking had a roll.
They ate her side salad?
Nah. But no, like they come back and they're like, "Oh, you didn't like your meal?" I'm like, "No, I didn't like it the first time, and it came back even worse the second time. I'm not paying for this. It's not happening."
I didn't like it the first time, and I didn't like it when it came up the second time.
Well, no, I had sent it back. Like, I'm sorry, it was a decent steakhouse. I'm not paying for shit.
Yeah. They got money.
It's not like I'm asking for it to be burned. Like, I just want it medium.
Mm-hmm.
I want it hot pink.
Yeah. Dude, right before I left Florida, too, I went to this breakfast place that apparently it's, for the fancier side of life. And I made an order, and the guy was just not listening to what I was saying until he finally listened at the end when my ex actually told him what I wanted. Because I'm like, I just want a couple pancakes and a couple eggs. Oh, but do you want this one? Does it have pancakes? Oh, no, it does. But I'm like, and then she finally tells him, and then they bring out my plate, and it's one pancake and one egg. I'm thinking,
fuck you, dude.
Is this really what you people get here? I'm paying like $10 for this shit. What is? There's nothing here. I mean, my daughter could eat this and still be hungry. You know?
All right, so I know roughly where you were in Florida. Next time you go down there, remind me. There's this outstanding breakfast place we went to that gave me like a fucking pound-and-a-half breakfast burrito. Like, it got me through 3 breakfasts.
Wow.
And I'm a fat guy.
Wow. Yeah.
I forget the name of the place, but it was fucking amazing. Like,
Okay.
I
well,
don't even know.
We'll have to coordinate that next time, I guess. You know?
Definitely. Did you go to the Gator Ranch? Have you been there?
The Gator Ranch. No.
Another one. I forget where it is. Like 2 towns over from Cape Coral. And
I'm not so much into reptiles though. I kind of fucking hate
oh,
them.
but it's so cool. Okay, if you don't like reptiles, then whatever.
I mean, I don't mind seeing them, but
They have one there called Goliath. He's like fucking 20 some odd feet long or something.
I think I might have seen that because when I had my my honeymoon, my first. Well, it wasn't. No, that wasn't the honeymoon. That was pre-honeymoon. Yeah, I think so. It was like a bachelor thing or pre-bachelor, whatever the fuck it was. But her family took me to that place, I think, because I saw this gigantic gator, and then they had this like auditorium area. And
Oh no, they didn't have one of those there.
okay, well, it was a big ass gator, you know, just lying there,
Yep.
basking in the sun. And then they had me go to this auditorium, and apparently they planned this whole thing where they were going to freak me out with all these animals, you know.
Yep.
So this guy who's acting like, you know, some kind of hunter or trapper or whatever, you know, he's showing off the scorpion to everybody, and he like accidentally tries to trip in front of me and like throw it in my face. Where he's got
Yep.
the scorpion like, but he's still holding it in his hand, but it's like right in front of my face, you know. And I don't have a problem with scorpions or whatever, and because I can see the scorpion has got a limp tail. The tail is just laying straight down. It's not curled up or anything. So I'm thinking this thing's either dead or it's paralyzed. It's one of the two, because scorpions don't typically just lay their tail all the way down if they're awake. It's usually curled up. So it's like, okay, well, that's fake. Everybody jumps, you know, around me when I see this thing, and this thing is literally an inch in front of my face. And it's a big, big black scorpion. It's like as big as your hand, you know? And so he does that. The next little trick he does is he gets a skunk, and he turns it around, and he like shoots this liquid at me, and it almost looks like the skunk just sprayed me the way he had it. And I was like just super pissed at that point. I'm thinking, what the fuck is he doing here? What is going on here?
Right.
So the very next trick he was going to do,
Like, dude,
is,
fuck you and your stupid trick.
I know. And then everybody else is like, you know, just kind of focused on me. It was supposed to be like a trick on me. And I could kind of tell after definitely the skunk. It was, you know, definitely a trick. So the next one he brings out an alligator, you know, and he's got the rubber band around the mouth, but there's no other rubber band anywhere else, you know. So he's holding this live alligator, and he's starting to get close to me, and I'm thinking, no, I'm leaving. And everybody just looks at me like, what are you doing? I just literally got up and I was leaving. I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm like, I don't know what he's going to do with the damn alligator. He's going to rip off the
like,
rubber
I'm trying to
band
get
and
the
throw
shit
it at
shoved
me
in
and be
my-
like, catch this thing, no. And I'm like, oh, fuck you. I fucking hate this shit. I'm not touching that thing.
Right.
I don't trust you. You know?
You're like, nah, this dick's singling me out. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. No.
I
That
agree.
was-
I'd be like, fuck that noise at that point.
Yeah.
Go dick
no.
around with somebody else, buddy.
No, and like her family planned it with the brothers and her
Right.
dad. I mean, they planned this whole gig or whatever. And I was like, you know what? If it was jokes, that'd be one thing. But reptiles? No. I already don't like dinosaurs, and I don't like alligators. I don't want to be around that shit. You know?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Except for snakes. Fuck snakes.
Yeah, I
Move
touched.
with no legs. That shit's unnatural.
I had a couple attack me in Florida. You know, I had to get a stick to push it away, or just run away from it because they just kept coming after you. They don't stop. Like they see a target,
some
and they're
of
like,
them,
ah! Let's kill this thing.
All right, man. So I have a dumbing down of America story to tell.
Okay.
We're always talking about how stupid the next generation is. Oh, fuck these millennials or whatever the next,
Well, that's
this new
typically
generation of 19 to 20-something-year-olds are called.
Chaos gets onto that topic a
Yes.
lot, and then we kind of run
But
with
it
it for a
happens a
while.
lot on our show. So,
It seems to be a theme now.
yes.
Oh man.
So you remember the gorilla from last year, Harambe?
Yeah. Mhm.
I had made a post on the Crow Show's Twitter last year in December, just saying, just a little joke saying, I wonder if history teachers in the future are gonna have to have to teach students the difference between Harambe and Hammurabi. And by Christ, did it happen at school the other day?
Really?
Yeah, well, it was like a week or 2 weeks ago. It was the last, 2 classes of my speech class.
Details.
Oh, yes. This girl was making a speech arguing against the death penalty. And she referenced Harambe's code.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
Hammurabi's code. She said Harambe's code.
That's the other thing.
I
they say
was
the
trying
wrong...
to stifle my laugh. I snorted quite loudly because I was trying not to. And I looked around and nobody else had gotten the joke.
It's an inside joke.
Including the teacher, like, holy shit, did you not just hear her say Harambe instead of Hammurabi? Like, come on. She was specifically referencing eye for an eye. That's Hammurabi code.
Apparently Haram...
That's like history class in high school shit.
Dude, Harambe just supersedes anything else from the past now. Doesn't matter anymore.
I know, right?
Just gonna be a big monkey. We got shot.
I weep for this next generation.
Yeah. I mean,
She didn't notice. The fucking teacher didn't notice. The other 20 people in the class didn't notice.
Oh man, that is crazy.
I even leaned to the guy next to me. I'm like, did she just say Harambe's code?
He's like, yeah, dude.
What?
You got a problem with it?
Yeah. He just looked at me like, what? Jesus Christ.
Well,
fuck. First day of class today. I had some kid. He must have been at least 22, 23. And he was wearing like a nice dress shirt, nice pants, dressed up pretty nicely for the first day of school.
yeah.
And about 10 minutes into class, his fucking fidget spinner flies out of his hand and goes across the room. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're in college, bro. You're not a child.
I've almost thought about buying one of those things just because I always got to have something to play with,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll mess around with my kids every now and again. But that's more when, like, I'm sitting there with him or something and he's trying to do tricks with it. I'll be like, oh, check this out. And I'll, like, spin it on my fingertip or put it on my nose or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just balance it. Something that he has trouble with.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, that's the reason,
playing with my kid. That's not the middle of fucking, British Literature 202.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's the same thing, that's why I like to get bottled beer a lot of the time, because I pop the caps and actually bend the caps and I just, spin them around. I don't know. It's like I got to have something to fidget with,
I know what you mean.
And that's something I've always done, It's just like one of those fidgeting things, like you got,
But you're essentially an adult in a college classroom. Why the fuck are you playing with a fidget spinner?
Because they're not paying any attention.
Time and a place is all I'm saying.
Dude, when I went to do some extra college, almost every time I'm in a classroom, there's somebody just flat out full asleep on their, at the desk right next to me or a few desks over. and the teacher's talking and walking around, doesn't even look at the kid that's sleeping, doesn't care. I'm thinking, why are they here? They're wasting their parents' money, or they're wasting.
Or their
Here's the thing.
own, or the states.
Here's the thing. I don't think that those people are wasting their own money, because you wouldn't go to college and waste your own money knowingly and fall asleep at the same time. You would be like, hey, I got to pay for this stuff. I'm going to stay awake. I know what I want. You know, I want to be here for this. I want to pay attention.
You can tell the free riders.
Yeah, you could tell them if they're just flat out fully asleep at the desk, or before in the past they had this thing where that you could not show up for 2 classes, but if you didn't show up for the third, you'd be kicked out. So the same types of kids wouldn't show up for 2 classes, show up for the third, and then repeat the same process over and over again.
Yep.
That I don't know why that irritates me, but it's like you're wasting your life. You know, even if you're not wasting your money, you're wasting somebody else's money, and you're wasting your life here. You know, like,
yeah, and really, you're wasting everybody else's time too. Because I mean, at some point, that teacher is going to nudge that kid or say something, and it's going to take up class time.
I don't know if it's happened to you, but I haven't seen it yet. Most of the teachers, they just overlook it. They don't really care.
Most of the ones I've had will single the people out. Like, we wound up being there the full length of our class for my last class today. Mm-hmm. And like, first day of class normally gets wrapped up as soon as you're done going over the syllabus. But people kept dicking around, and she had to keep calling people out for stupid shit. So it took her forever to get through everything. Like, Christ, you monkeys realize you could have shut up like 20 minutes ago? We could have been out of here.
Well, I guess not. That's kind of weird. It's like they
I
wanted
don't mean
to
that
drag it
monkey's
out.
like fucking in the racist terminology. I realize that's a slur. I just mean it as they were just being fucking animals.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, the thing I've noticed about like my generation to the millennials, and one thing I'm almost positive that I know is true about this, is that millennials have no leg muscle because they never went biking. They don't bike. Most of them sit at a computer. So whenever I see a millennial and I see them with just the thinnest legs ever, like pencil thin legs, I'm like, okay, well, they're 10 years or however many years younger than I am. It's like I can tell the age by the leg muscle alone now, almost all the time.
That's not just skinny jeans. That's fucking atrophy.
Yeah, it's almost to that point because they don't bike. Like, I'm used to, when I was younger, I would go biking. A lot of people would bike.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show before. I used to ride my bike fucking miles just to go swimming.
Mm-hmm. It was a big thing. I mean, now I don't see hardly anybody younger than me bike at all, ever. Like, I don't see see any bicyclists on the road unless they're my age or older. And if they're older, they're typically like, Speedo type racing gear, racing bikes, older 40-year-olds that can go 60 miles an hour on a bike. And I'm thinking, how the fuck is he doing that?
Those stupid long fucking alien queen looking helmets.
I know, like, how the fuck is he doing that? Because I can't even go that fast on my bike. And I used to bike a lot, uphill, like all over the place, almost every day when I was younger. I haven't
it's all
biked
that
so much
spandex
lately,
and
but
the aerodynamic helmet.
yeah, but like the 40-year-olds, the baby boomers, they can go insanely fast. And they're like 10 to 20 years older than I am.
Yeah.
I don't get how they can do it.
I have a guy like that I work with. Like, he puts me to shame. This dude is definitely in his very late 50s, probably early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And this motherfucker, like, does marathons and half marathons and triathlons and bike racing. And, like, he doesn't own a car. If he can't ride his bike there, he doesn't need to go there.
Oh, man. You know what? Finding out that Lance, he was doing steroids, right? I think it was steroids. He was on. And then they tried to take back, or people were thinking, oh, well.
They wanted to take his medals back, yeah.
He doesn't deserve it and stuff. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, he doesn't kind of deserve it, but he got away with it.
I was thinking you can't retroactively take it away because you can't tell whether he was on it back then or not.
I know.
So you
Makes-
can't retroactively take away a medal because you think they might have been on steroids. And if you can't prove it, there ain't shit you can do, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. You know, that kind of made me think,
Yeah,
well, he
when
got away
caught
with
on
it, so
steroids, I used to have one of those yellow rubber band bracelets, but it said cheat to win.
wow.
I'm sure I still have it somewhere.
But makes you think, like, all these people that broke all these records, and I think that's what actually turned me away from a lot of sports. As soon as I started seeing so much of that, what was it, Sammy Sosa did too, and Mark McGuire, you know,
Yep.
they were caught with performance enhancing. But I mean, as soon as I started seeing all that stuff, it just turned me away from sports to such a degree. And like the last thing I watched for the longest time was football, and you know, it kind of pushed me away from that. You know, to the point that it almost made me realize almost everything is fixed, or somebody is doing something way beyond normal to make themselves godlike. You know,
Yep.
I just sort of got away from it. I don't know.
I
I
will
guess.
say I am going to a Red Sox game next week.
Well, you're still a baseball fan. I know that.
Yeah, and my wife won tickets at work. So.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, did you ever
it's
get to
fucking
see
sweet,
any?
man? It's like a 7:30 game. But we get there at 11 in the afternoon, so we get to go watch batting practice and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Hey, did you get to go to any Brewers games when you were here?
I didn't know.
Oh,
I wanted to, but I never got around to it.
yeah. I think I found out like last year that because I'm a vet, I can go on certain days and it's free. So it's almost like every week.
Damn
weekend.
it! So I could have went on certain days when I was up there and gone for free.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. I always wanted to go.
Well, I don't know if you were a vet at the time, but the veterans, I think they can. Or at least that's.
Well, I was
what I heard.
active duty. Usually, anything veterans can get active duties in on too.
Well, maybe. I didn't. You know, all I really heard about was the veteran thing, but yeah, I'm gonna.
I did find out Texas Roadhouse does a military discount on Mondays.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a thing. You know, I never really. I think it was like a couple years ago. I found out there are so many places that give veterans discounts for things
Oh, yeah.
that I never really thought about it. Then I told my mom, 'cause she's a vet, and she's like, "Really? Yeah, just look it up. You get so many veteran discounts. Like even I go to the theater. Almost any theater will give you a veterans discount. So I don't even pay the high price everybody else pays. I pay the basic price that it always used to be. You know.
Yep.
So I think this is what, like
Yeah,
$7.50.
the good theater by me only does the military discount. I think during matinee hours.
Hmm.
But I can use my student discount anytime, so
Yeah.
it works out. I wind up getting my tickets for matinee prices anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like about that still. Yeah, it's still pretty good. I remember, I wish it was like when I was in the military, just the $2. Like when you're on base, just $2 for a movie. Brand new movie, you know?
Oh yeah,
But-
I remember. We had one of those out in California. I used to try and get that for my duty. If I had a duty night, all I had to do was go up there, sell tickets, and like give people popcorn and cups for their soda. And then once everybody was in the theater, all I had to do was wipe everything down. Then I can go watch the movie.
Hmm. Okay. So it's kind of different.
So it was nice. I'd miss like the previews, and I can get in there for the movie usually.
Oh, that's cool.
And then spend like an hour cleaning up after. We're good.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
I do have
essentially,
to
I
do-
got to watch a free movie, and all I had to do was help clean up.
Oh, I think that was something that was offered, but I never did it. I just
Yeah, it
paid
was
the
part of our
$2.
duty rotation. No, like
Oh,
it
I
wasn't
never.
something like if it was my duty day, like that was one of the duty stations that you could go to.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
you
never
could,
got. I never got the theater.
the one
though.
day you had to be on and wear your uniform all day, and fucking like sometimes you'd have to stand a watch, or like sometimes it'd be on the quarterdeck, and I'd just be working the fucking reception desk for when new recruits came in or something.
I never had any details with the theater. Never got there. But yeah, when you're traveling, because I guess our topic we've been talking about is traveling a lot tonight.
It has been a travel show.
It kind of has, yeah. I mean, we sort of need to break it up, do something different too. So we talk about movies all the time. But the thing is, I try to talk about movies. I don't get to say hardly anything about it. I'm seeing them like every day.
I think because we just get so many talkative people on when we have that topic.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I
we
want to
know I'm a
see-
movie buff.
Oh yeah, I mean, I took my daughter to see like 3 different kids movies that came out. It was Cars, Despicable Me, and Leap, or Ballerina, which is what it's called down there. And Despicable Me, my daughter was scared of Despicable Me, which is
Really?
she gets scared of some really strange movie. And initially it's weird because when we went to see the movies, I didn't want to take her to see that movie, but my ex was like, "Oh, that's a good movie." And I'm thinking, "Why? This person's evil and he's got evil minions with him." I mean, why is
Because he turns good.
does he? I guess. I mean when I
Kinda.
saw them, I didn't pay attention too much. I was just kind of like just watching it and just just there. But
Yeah. My kid liked that one.
it wasn't bad. It was all right. But then when you saw the Cars 3 movie, which I liked, because I saw the first Cars movie. I didn't see the second one or any of that. But the third one is really good. And then we saw
I've
the
seen the
Leap.
first two, but my mother-in-law brought my kid to see Cars 3, so I haven't seen that one yet.
It's pretty good. But I like that one. And then I took her to see the Leap movie, and I wasn't so sure I was going to like it, but I actually liked that movie. It wasn't bad. And I think my daughter liked it too. But it's kind of like when I wanted to take her to see some movies, the ones that I wanted to take her to see, she liked, and the ones that my ex really highly suggested for me to take her to see, my daughter wasn't really that into. It was like, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, my kid would much rather go see, like Deadpool over a Marvel. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it all depends. Depends on what the other movies were, I guess.
Yeah.
But-
So, yeah, I mean, going down there, it's a hell of a drive, man. And it feels like for about the 10 years I've been doing it, it's getting longer every time I
Right?
do it. And it's not just
I know
because
that
I'm
feeling.
kind of tired. It's like I remember it only being like what was it, 17-hour drive initially, and now it's definitely a 25-hour drive.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
because
it
there's more
is-
people.
It's essentially 2 full days with a stop.
Oh yeah, and now it just takes me like 3 days because I drive like about 8 hours in a day, and I'm almost just wiped out.
See, that's what it is. You're just getting old.
It could be that, or it just could be that there's a lot more people on the road.
Plus, this last time that I went down, I had my wife drive because I drove till like 3 in the morning the first night.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped and I crashed, got like 4 hours of sleep. So I'm like, all right, it's like 400 miles of straight. So I'm just gonna have you drive. Don't get off any exits unless it's for a pit stop. and we're good. Like that should give me a couple hours of sleep. Yeah, I got like an hour of sleep, and I'm hearing and feeling rumble strips because she's like fucking around with the MP3 player. And
As soon as you feel the rumble strip, you just waking your ass up because you're like, "Holy shit, are we getting an accident?" You know, it's
yeah,
you know,
exactly. Like I gave it like 2-3 instances of that within like the first hour of me trying to sleep, and I'm like, okay, you know what, fuck it. I'm like, all right, there's a pilot station off this next exit. Hop off there. I'm gonna get a big ass coffee, and I'm taking over.
yeah, it's just like that too. The first time I met my well, before I really got to, well, I did get to meet my ex, but then when I was actually moving down there, her mom, so the mother-in-law, wanted to drive with me from Wisconsin down to Florida, and I just thought that was not the greatest idea, because most of the time she kept asking, she's like, I can take over, I can drive for you, and I don't really know her that well, just giving somebody else the wheel immediately. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know. And then like
I have a
lately,
story on that too.
yeah, there's that could go forever, but like it was like the last year, I think it was last year. I had my friend come down, because he knows my daughter too, and he came down with me, and the whole trip down there, it was like he was just pissed off and angry just from having to help drive down there too. Because I was hoping I could have somebody help me drive me down there, so it wouldn't just be me, and then we wouldn't have to stop anywhere. We could just go straight. And as soon as I give him, the chance to drive, and I'm about to fall asleep, he's just like flooring it. We're going like 95, 100, and I can, I can feel the wheels, start to shake. There's like not that much stability anymore because I have a truck. It's not a car. It's not a racing vehicle. I can feel it start to lose stability, and I'm just like kind of waking up because the shakes of the vehicle, and I'm looking at him like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, it's taking a long time." Yeah, I told you how many hours it's gonna be, and you knew this before you just signed up to come this way. Just there and back, it was almost a disaster being with them. I just felt scared, and like my air conditioner broke, 3/4 of the way back when it was summertime, and I'm thinking, oh fuck.
I mean, last summer on the drive down to Florida in August. Yeah, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't there for this one, but this is when I was coming home for my grandfather's funeral from a patrol. I had to fly out of Cuba to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then take a plane from Fort Lauderdale to Boston.
Yeah.
So my mother-in-law had been down visiting because we lived in Alabama at the time. She was with my wife and my kid down there. So they're just like, you know what? Let's just hop in the car. We'll drive north. We'll meet Rob in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess somewhere around like the Carolinas, or no, Virginia, I think it was. My wife decides to swap seats and have my mother-in-law drive.
Yeah.
And she takes a nap. She wakes up like an hour later to the engine just fucking loud as shit. She's like, what the hell? She's like, what gear are you in? And she tells me it was just like in Dogma. Like Jay and Silent Bob looking at her, gear? Like, fucking. She's in like third gear going 70 on the highway in my Kia.
Oh my gosh. That is.
She fucking missed 2 shifts.
Wow.
And she's just fucking tearing the shit out of my car. Oh my god. I would have flipped the fuck out if I woke up to something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Like,
the
my
thing
clutch
is too,
must have been glowing red.
dude. That's the thing too. Like when I was in Ireland with the friend I, took the trip with me down to Florida. This is when I was also married too. So my ex was there too, and I bought, everybody paid for something So I bought for the, I paid for the rental, or for the hire. I think they call it hiring a car, which always sounds weird. But I paid for that.
Sounds fancy.
Well, it's over in Europe, but I paid for that, and anytime I'm driving it, everybody else is asleep. So it's like, really? I mean, yeah, we're going to see the site, but you guys could like look out at the sites, talk to me.
Somebody can stay up with me.
Help me, stay awake sometimes. And then when they would be awake, it'd be when we get to a city or something like that, and helping me like turn, because I'm like mentally staying on the left side of the road while you're driving.
It's hard. It's not what you're used to.
Yeah, it's like muscle memory. It just your muscle memory wants to keep coming back all the time. Yeah. And the only thing that actually worked out for me, though,
especially
is because
if you're tired, you're like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. Wait, no.
It's the right side for me, but the wrong side at this point in time. But the only thing that actually did work out there, though, is because my dad taught me how to shift when I was little before he passed away, and I'm sitting on the right side shifting. The right seat.
Okay, you learned how to shift lefty by sitting in the passenger.
I shifted lefty. So when I got there, I'm like, I'll get a shifter. And so sure as shit, I'm sitting on the right side. I'm shifting with my left hand. It feels like this is so natural,
Right.
It didn't feel wrong at all. But staying on the left side of the road, that was the hard part,
All right, so here's what I used to do in those situations where everyone else in the car is asleep. Mm-hmm. I used to always volunteer to drive the van back when we were in dry dock, because you would drive the if you had the minivan, you would drive the truckload of guys back. Everybody would pack into the van, and we'd head back to the hotel from the dry dock. And then you get to keep the keys. So if you had to go somewhere else, you already have keys.
Okay.
But these fuckers would always fall asleep. So every now and again, what I like to do, depending on the group that was in the car, is while we're trucking down the highway at 70, 75, and everyone's asleep, if there's no one behind me, hit the brakes real hard, real quick, and just go, oh my God! Oh!
Oh, that's good.
Wakes everybody right up.
Oh, that's evil, but that's good.
Oh, it's great. It's so fun.
Because it sucks is because you've always got those friends who are like, hey, let's go somewhere, let's do something. And then they don't want to do anything about it. They don't have any participation of any kind, with the drive or whatever. And it's like, you think it's going to be really cool, And like the other friend that came with me, he like had nothing to say. He just went totally mute on almost the whole drive there. I'm thinking, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we've been friends the longest time, and he's got nothing to fucking say. Can't
That's
say anything.
Look, bitch, it's my job to drive. It's your job to keep me entertained.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. I haven't had any, at least maybe that's just my experience. I haven't had a wingman or somebody else on a drive with me just have any kind of conversation they could have. Just everybody just zones out. They go in their own world. Yep. I think at that point you really understand what kind of person it is that you know, because when you're trapped in a car with them for a long time, if they want to talk to you or not want to talk to you. All that kind of stuff,
Yep. I know exactly what you mean. I used to have a lot of those drives, again, from dry dock. Mm-hmm. Well, like when we'd have to run back to home port every now and again. So they'd always send different people so we can go home for a couple days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my God, that drive to and from sometimes, depending on the group that you got. Ugh. Sometimes it was just people you just couldn't deal with, or that just didn't want to talk. It's like, come on, man, we got to do something. It's like 8 fucking hours, bro.
I know. 8 hours you're stuck in a vehicle with somebody else. You know, I think that's almost I think if you look at that, that's almost a testimony to, like, you know, even when I was with my ex, I mean, we did get along, you know, and we would talk, and I mean, she would talk while I was in the vehicle, so there was that. But I mean, I would say if you're, I don't know, if you're dating somebody, you can't talk in the vehicle at all. Like, there's no conversation.
See, I've just gotten used to it. My wife's a road trip napper.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do it so much anymore, but
Yeah.
the long road trips, she used to just fucking conk out until it was her turn to drive, pretty much.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Stop.
I think I'd need to have somebody talk to me on a long drive. That's why, like, most of the time I'm driving too, I'll be listening to radio stations like the talk shows or something like that, more than music. It just
Me too.
something different, you know, because the road's the same the whole way. I need something different, you know, running through my mind, you know, to feel like
Exactly.
it's okay.
When I head to school, I always listen to the morning talk shows on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And until my headphone jack broke on my phone, I used to listen to other podcasts on the drive home.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too. I don't know what kind of app to put on my phone for something like that. I kind of forget what I can do with that. I also got the GPS running on my phone too, so I'm thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't stress it out so much.
See, I run GPS off my GPS.
Well, you've got all the toys, don't you?
I do like gadgets.
Mm-hmm. Well, yep. Yeah,
I
no,
think
when
we're
I
coming
even
up on a fair stopping point almost. About an hour. It sounded like we were running out of steam. Seems like we're coming up on that hour mark.
Oh, well, I was going to talk about Ireland a bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
But like when I was in Ireland too, like my friend wants to go back to Ireland, you know, and he's like, "Hey, but when we go this time, I want to drive." And I'm thinking, I've seen him drive. I've been in the vehicle when he drives, and he shakes the vehicle back and forth sometimes, just like randomly rocks it back and forth. We'll be talking, and he'll start thinking about the conversation so much that he just like will move into this lane, move into that lane, speed up, slow down. And
he's warming up his tires.
Oh yeah. And the thing about Ireland is you have no room for error. Half the time you've got the tiniest vehicle on the tiniest lined up road with the marks and stuff.
Yeah.
And immediately on the
room for two cars to pass each other.
Oh, exactly. And immediately on the left side you have a stone wall, not flat, jagged. You know, they built this thing like handmade. And like you move over just a little too much. There goes the whole side of your vehicle. Just scrape the hell. Oh, I could imagine him driving. I know we're going to have to definitely pay a lot of insurance money if he gets to.
Yeah, that would be terrifying. Like, what was it, planes, trains, and automobiles? When they go between the two semis.
You know, that's funny because he likes that movie. I do too. But I could imagine that being us over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn thing, you know. Do you think this vehicle is safe to drive? No. You know, the thing's been through a fire, hit a reindeer or a deer or something. You know, the seats are melted through and through.
I didn't mean to derail us there, but that is a classic that I got to watch again now.
Oh yeah.
Which, real quick, before we get to any sort of wrap up or further stories, did you hear that they're making an Uncle Buck remake?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they're gonna reboot Uncle Buck. Speaking of John Candy movies.
Wow.
I feel like that I feel like that's sacred. That shouldn't be touched.
Yeah. You know, when they do those kinds of movies, it's too much. Because that particular character played a set role designed for him, you know.
Yeah.
Make an Uncle Joe and then have a different actor and then kind of get close to it. But don't like remake the same exact thing with a new actor that was just made particularly for that actor. You know?
Right. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things, like, it's a classic. It was tailor-made for John Candy.
Yeah.
There's some things you can't just do. Like, like Ghostbusters, they redid it, but at least they kind of made it their own.
Mm-hmm.
But Uncle Buck's not one of those things I feel like you should mess with.
No, definitely not.
That'd be like remaking Adventures in Babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. You know, dude, have you been in any other countries driving around?
No. I did no driving in other countries. I've been in, like, cabs in other countries.
Yeah. What do you think would be crazy, though, from where you've been if you had to drive it?
The worst experience I had was Puerto Rico. Coming
I
back
think anything
from the
down
airport,
south.
like that driver was just fucking insane. He was bombing around at like fucking 80. Doing like fucking S curves and shit. I think he drifted at one point.
Maybe he had to, though, because
It
down
was
south
just the
there.
scariest cab ride I've ever had. It was like, do you remember that game Crazy Taxi? It was like somebody was driving me to my destination via that game. Just as fast as possible, doing fucking jumps and tricks off hills. And...
Dude, I did that in Driver. I played the Driver game. You could pick them up, take them their destination.
Yeah, like thank God there wasn't a ramp truck anywhere.
No.
I would have been screwed.
You would have been airborne. You know,
right?
After playing Driver so much, there's so many times that I was driving, I was thinking, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I would see like a ramp truck, and I was just thinking, the lifts, the legs are up. I can't do it.
And you're like, wait a minute. Why would I do that in the first place?
Yeah, it's because when you're a kid, you play games so much, it's super influential. Makes you think you can
Dukes
do...
of Hazzard.
Yeah, I watched Dukes of Hazzard a lot as a kid, too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's what that shit's made for, right?
I know. But, dude, even when I was in Brazil, it's just spaghetti string roads. And, you know, I had my friend with me, and they're like, well, go straight. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It splits off perfectly, left and then right. What is straight supposed to be? It's just, you go left, you go right. Oh, that was a terrible experience. I think anything south of America is not worth driving in. Because, like, Brazil in Rio, fucking horrible. Just the...
Yeah, it's like the
just
land's
the design.
constantly trying to reclaim.
No, it's the design of the roads themselves. It's all snakes. It's like it's like playing the games of Chutes and Ladders. You know?
Yep.
You're going around this way and then turn a little bit left and a little bit right and then go straight and then turn a sharp, acute right and then go straight again for a little while, then make this, you know, eclipse-like circle, come back, and literally that's what it showed me on my GPS one time. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't I just turn right here? No, you got to go around, and it looked like a labyrinth. You know, like you're going through a labyrinth to get to your destination. And at one point, I got turned around somewhere where I wasn't even going the right direction. You know,
It just starts looking like that pipe screensaver from old Windows.
Exactly. I kid you not. Google this. You can Google Rio de Janeiro and look at the roads, and you'll lose your mind. I mean, if you didn't have GPS, there's no way you can navigate it. You know, especially if you don't even speak the language. And be like, what am I looking at? But, I mean, I thought Ireland was bad for the fact that when you talk to people and they're like, oh, just go to the next roundabout, turn the first right, and the next one turn the second right, or the third right, or something like that. But they don't tell you any roads. I mean, most of the roads don't even have names to them. They just know the feel of it, and you're supposed to remember what they were saying.
So we have a lot of rotaries up here, so I fully understand what they mean about go to the first roundabout, take the first right, go to the second roundabout, take the second right. Like, all right, yeah, I understand what that means exactly.
Yeah, but at the time in 2008, I didn't have a GPS, and we didn't have any roundabouts until like.
Yeah, you guys don't have those out there.
No, we do now. I mean, they after like what was it, 2010? They started putting in more roundabouts here, so there are more, but it's not.
I noticed in the residential areas they had a couple.
Right off of some highways they do, in some bigger areas they do. So they're popping up. You know, if they build new road structure, it's about a 30-40% chance they're gonna put a roundabout in there.
Yep.
So
because it slows people down.
Yeah, but just by driving, roundabouts in most areas are better than any traffic light. Just due to the fact you don't have to particularly stop. Only the stupid people stop when they don't have to. Just
exactly.
go.
I get that up here all the time. Fucking tourists.
Yeah, they just like slow down. They look at it like, well, I'm going to let this person go. No, you fucking go. You don't let anybody go. You go if it's clear. You just go. You just slide on in there. It's like a zipper, you know? You just mesh that, you know, the pieces together until you get to where you need to go and you just get off. It's so simple.
Exactly.
You know? And
just get the fuck out of the way.
Hey, I learned my lesson when I was in Ireland, because when I was in Ireland, people would honk at me just for slowing down just slightly to see if I could, you know, to see what was coming. It's just like...
Yeah, you need to be looking ahead before you get anywhere near it. Be like, okay, I don't have to stop. Okay, gun it.
Yeah, they just want you to fit in like a glove as soon as you're there. Just fit right in there, just like a glove. And everybody would do it, and they would just like perfectly synchronize. It was like synchronized swimming, but with driving. They would just synchronize their vehicles to lock interplace in between the next one and the next one. And that, dude, it was... They were pros at it there. You know,
that's how it should work. That's how it works up here until the tourists get here.
Yeah. So what you got? You get all the tourists with the. So you have the snowbirds that go down in the wintertime.
Yep.
Then they come back,
and then because we live on the coast, we get all the people from inland who come out here to go to the beaches and see the ocean.
Mm-hmm. So
it's like a big tourist trap where I live.
So what are the states that visit you the most? Because I used to notice that a lot when I was younger. I used to kind of watch that and go, I wonder what states are always coming up to Wisconsin.
Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey come here the most.
Oh, okay.
I do run into a lot of Midwesterners at work though, who come in for like lobsters and things that you can't really get for a reasonable price in the Midwest. Like
I
actually get a lot of people from like Illinois, Wisconsin.
Huh. Yeah, we just get the Illinoisans here. And yeah, mostly Illinois. But I have seen some other states. I've seen some more Ohio and Kansas, Kentucky, and Florida. Yeah, Florida's typically always here. Anybody?
They're everywhere.
I think Florida's everywhere. Florida goes everywhere.
It's because you get old, you travel.
Yeah, you know what I think it happens though? I think when you get too old, it's like you have to go down to Florida with all the other old people to die. I think it's where you go to die. That's where you go.
That's always been the old joke. It's is it Heaven's Waiting Room?
Well, I mean, in Florida, you got smiling old people, bitchy women, and like excruciatingly hot weather. Yeah, it's like it feels like hell to me.
Yeah, right.
burning alive there.
Yeah, I'm too
Oh.
Irish for that shit. I get a rash just from being down there.
Yeah, I looked that up, and I'm pretty positive that I got that PMLE. So, I start to get like blotches and stuff and burns on my skin after being
Yep.
out in the sun too long. It does not feel any good at all. But yeah, I don't know.
The
That
burdens
is-
of being super white.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think
All
they
right,
just
though, I do get a wrap.
need a wrap. All right.
Yeah, I need to.
All right.
We're-
Well, that was fun.
We're past the hour anyway. We got a good travel show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel. I don't know. Nobody ever comments. Comment if you don't think so.
Eh,
wanna
get some
fucking fight
comments at some
about it?
point. But so yeah, well, I don't know, man. What do you think? Do you want to do some live stuff next week?
Yeah, I'm totally down. Do a live show next week. Try and get some other people on besides just me and you, I guess.
Hey, man, it's fine. Just me and you. I don't mind. Get to speak my piece sometimes here.
Yeah, right.
I barely get to say a word sometimes, but no, that's cool. Just me and you. I mean, if we get other people, that's fine too. But
Yeah,
it's good either way.
totally down. Let's try live next week.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
I'll make a big whoop about it on Twitter.
Okay. You make a big whoop, and I'll make a big stink, and
That might get us 2 viewers. Maybe.
yeah, maybe more. We'll have to see. But it'll be easier too because then I don't have to put this up the next day and edit in the pictures. I can do it right while we're there talking and stuff.
Perfect.
It'll be easier on my end. That way, when we do it, it'll be the very day we say it, not the day after or the second day after or something.
I like it.
So, and plus, I think that's kind of the way most podcasts are going anyway. So,
A lot of them
probably
do
good.
live stream and then post it to record or post it to play later kind of thing. So
yeah. So,
go
should try to get with the times.
Mm-hmm. All right, sweet.
Okay.
So I don't know what our topic's going to be yet, but I guess we'll be live next week. Sounds good.
I think
don't
we
forget
should
to
talk.
follow us on the Twitters, Adam Zodiac. I always forget Facebook. That's the other one. At the Real Crow Show.
Mm-hmm.
Or
You
just
got
the
the
Crow
web-
Show.
You got the website too. I got to put that on my channel, don't I? Did you put that on your channel?
Oh, our Pinecast homepage.
Yeah. Did you put it as a link?
It is linked to the Twitter. If you go to our Twitter homepage, the links there is our homepage.
You can link that on your YouTube page now.
I think I might have.
Yeah, you should.
I think it's one of my clickable links there on my homepage. I'm not sure
Okay.
though. I haven't updated my YouTubes in a while.
Okay, well, we got to start updating some stuff. So I'm going to have to go to Mines too, because I almost thought you were doing it or it was automatic, but I don't know if it's even being posted. So I have to go to that channel too, update that too. And
Yeah, I never got
try to
around
get
to mine.
yeah, well, we'll get everything squared away by next week. And it'll be live and kicking. So,
Sounds good.
all right. So you're watching this on my channel, VeracityTrigger. Thanks a lot for watching all the way through. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we shall see you next week, live, hopefully. At what time are we gonna do this? You think? Was it 9:30 Eastern time?
It was about 10:30 Eastern that we started,
Oh,
which totally
okay.
works for me for next week too. So
Okay, 10:30 Eastern time next week, live. Be here or I guess
Don't.
don't. Come back later. So.